Hello survivors, and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. And in this video we are going to be going over the new Arena update, which is going to be bringing in a couple of changes. Now Arena has got major issues at the moment. It generally isn't that important a part of the game. They kind of destroyed arenas with the release of Ultra and Advanced tokens about 2 years ago, and that was the main reason people did them in general. When it came to getting coins, there are a select few who obviously try and push into the high diamonds to try and get the diamond rewards where it comes to the Paragon mod, but that's a very small percentage of the game. The majority of people who did them did it for like the weekly chance of getting coins in Champions Arena, and the rewards that you could get in each individual arena at the time weren't too bad. Now, not so much. The rewards themselves are not that great. We're going to look and see if they're actually going to change the rewards. I'll give you a little hint. It's not going to happen, but it's mainly going to be about some other changes, and we'll just read it. It says, survivors, we're excited to introduce you some new changes to Arena. From 17th of June 2024, the following changes will go live. That's next week, so it should basically go live from Monday, I guess, and we'll read through it. And it says, battles per entry. Battles per entry has now been increased from 5 to 10. This is to give you a chance to attack more and score much more easily. I don't actually think that's the reason that this has been changed from 5 to 10. It's because then you're going to use more tickets when you fail attacks for missions. And they're just going to scale the missions from 5 attack multipliers to 10 attack multipliers. So let's say you had to do 25 attacks for missions. You would have to use your weekly hits, basically would be your free attacks. But if you failed one attack, you would obviously have to use a ticket, but you're less likely to fail 1 out of 25 than 1 out of 50, and that's what they're going to change it to. So effectively it's going to be you have to do your weekly mission, which would be 50, and you're much more likely to have to use tickets because you're much more likely to have failed an attack. I think that's pretty much as simple as it's going to be. This doesn't give you much more chance to attack, more score, much more easily. This is not true at all. It makes no difference to that side of things. It's purely because they want you to actually have a better chance to fail an attack, so that you have a more chance to use a ticket. That's the only reason to do this. Other than that, this change, not that big a deal. It's not really going to have any impact. It's just literally just hopefully so you fail to spend more tickets. The next one is score mode. All arena scoring modes is being changed from the best score to total score. So there used to be 2 game modes. One was domination and one was, I can't remember the other one, but the other one is going to be the one that is going to be there forever. Domination used to be if you got a really good score, you could come first, and if you were really good at RTS, you could hit a really good score with just one attack, like just one ticket, your free ticket. You could get the best score, you could win an arena, and this was very free to play accessible. Every week there would be 2 dominations and 3 of the other one. I can never remember. I think it begins with E. I can't remember. But basically 3 of the other one, and the other one was mainly for people who had massive amounts of tickets, were willing to buy tickets, willing to spend, so on and so forth. But with the way it goes when it comes to domination, it's being removed. So free to play can't hit that one free ticket and win an arena anymore. They have to actually endurance. That's it. It does begin with E. Thank you very much, Vince. It is endurance is the other one, and every single arena is going to be endurance now. It was hard enough that it was effectively endurance when it came to Champions Arena with your accumulated tickets, but now it's endurance everywhere. This does mean that free to play have got like 0 chance of winning an arena. Not that it really matters right now, but I'm sure in the future they might actually improve the rewards in arena, because it's pointless to do arena right now because the rewards are so dated. They don't actually do anything for the majority of people. But it says, meaning you can accumulate your score for all your entries in that specific arena type. No, it just means that you have to spend more tickets. It's, again, both of these things, it literally, I always get this when Scopely always do this. This is a good thing for you. This means you can do this. No, it just means you can spend more tickets. It means you have to buy more tickets, and it means we'll make some more money. It's simple. It's pretty much as simple as that. Just tell the truth. You don't have to like sugarcoat it, make it sound like this is a good change for players. This is not a good change for players. This is a good change for the bottom line, maybe. But I don't actually think this is going to be a good change, because what will happen is you're going to have less people competing in arenas now. So then, because there's less people competing, there's less people going to be pushing for those top spots, and because there's less people pushing those top spots, potentially there's going to be less people spending. Whereas before, you might have actually had people spending because there were more people pushing. And even in domination, there could have been someone who spent tickets to try and get the best attack on domination because they thought they could, and then it was only one ticket. No one's going to spend like 400 tickets to get first in an arena when someone's already done that. They're just going to see it and just say nah. It's just as simple as that, but it is what it is. Trait arena, I'm not sure what this is about. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as it was before. A specific trait will beat another trait, a specific trait. The trait combinations are as follows. Green beats blue, blue beats yellow, yellow beats red, and for whatever reason, red still beats green. I think this is pretty much the way it's always been. I'm not sure why this has been highlighted. It does say leader skills are not applicable in Trait Arena. I'm not sure if that was always the case, but I don't know why they've highlighted this. I'm pretty sure this has always been this way. There is no new arena by the looks of things. It's just those two changes. It's purely about you having to spend more tickets. That's it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, this is my just prediction, I'm gonna say that the ticket drops are already pretty bad. I'm gonna assume that they've been nerfed, like, because if they want you to spend more, they don't want you to get them so easily. They're probably gonna give them out more when it comes to like mission rewards, so they can guarantee a reward and they can easily like dictate how many get rewarded. But the random drops that you get in arena attacks and stuff I don't think are gonna happen. I just don't think they're gonna happen. Very, very unlikely. So that's pretty much the arena update, and it basically is making arenas a little bit more simplified in that you only have endurance. It's going to be the same way every single arena. There's nothing really to aim for in arenas though, so unless they change that side of things, there's, you know, I don't think this is going to be a good change for their what they hope is to make money. I think it's still going to be a pretty poor change overall. Arena rewards are terrible, have been for maybe like 3.5, 4 years. Like the introduction of advanced and ultra tokens was completely like the nail in the coffin originally for arenas, just because the only good thing in there was coins, and you accumulate coins, you could get polls as a free to play. The second they eliminated that potential, even the coins were useless. It was completely useless, and the only people who pushed arenas were the ones who wanted to get to the highest tier of diamond to get the free parry mod. That was it. That was the only thing. And even then, like, I think it's been easier to do that in the last year and a half than it's ever been, just because there are just less people trying to do that. I think it's pretty much as simple as that. But what can you do? What can you do? Like I said though, arenas are currently bugged. For me, if I go in game, I can't actually do arenas. It just doesn't work. If I try, it says cannot attack because there are not enough people to attack. So even if this change comes in, they've got to fix that side of things where I can't even do my arena attacks if I wanted to. And it's been like that for 3 days for me for this week. I guess it's going to be the entire week because all of my arenas are not going to have enough players. I'm not sure if that's just a bad sign where the game's headed in terms of like, there's not enough players playing the game. But I don't really know. It could have been because this has happened a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. I think it could be that they're trying to make tweaks to arenas in the last couple of weeks and it's just actually broken arenas. Fortunately, there's been nothing really attached to it. I don't really care about arenas, like I said. There's no real reward, so it's no real loss for me, but they have to fix arenas to, they have to make it work before they make these changes, in my opinion, but it is the way it is. So that's just a little look at the arena update. Not really that great changes, honestly. Both the changes are basically to enable you to spend more tickets and to have to buy more tickets, so on and so forth. I do always like the way gacha games, and it's not specifically Scopely, I'm not aiming this directly at Scopely, it's a lot of gacha games do this whole like, we made this change to do this so it's, an improvement for you. No, it's not. Especially at the point that RTS is at. Any change that you see come into the game in the future, any change is 100% the base reason that it comes into this game for RTS is because it's going to make more money, or the hope is that it's going to make more money. There's not going to be any change that's not going to come in. That's it. Like, and you can easily see that because we haven't had a bug fix update in the game for nearly a year, like a proper bug fix update. We've got tons of animation bugs, like visual bugs, so many bugs right now, and the reason that hasn't happened, it doesn't make any money. So that's the bottom line of every update. Whenever you see the word update, it means how can we make more money, basically, from Scopely's perspective. And gacha games do this, but the point at where RTS is right now, that's purely what they're going to be doing. Every single update, every single change, any single addition, how can we make more money out of this situation? And that's pretty much how the game's going to be going forward. But that's it, guys. Celebrate. Nice sunshine and rainbows moment. Thank you very much for tuning into my video. Take care. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.